A dramatic public rift appears to have opened between the American President Donald Trump and the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. Now, Trump, in fact, has announced a unilateral ceasefire between Israel and Hezbollah, while Netanyahu has swiftly issued a statement vowing to strike Beirut if attacks on northern Israel continue. Now, Iran, which has been closely watching the situation, has said that a renewed war with the United States seems pretty much inevitable. On the ground, the situation remains very volatile. The IDF and Hezbollah have traded strikes, although there is little comparison in the firepower that either can bring to the battlefield. Now remember, Israel has never publicly accepted the truce that was announced by Trump. IDF has carried out more and more bombings in southern Lebanon, and it has asked the residents to in fact go north of the Zahrani River. The Lebanese civil defense has said that at least about 6 people have been killed in an Israeli bombing on a village in southern Lebanon, in places such as Nabateh and Tyre, which have witnessed the worst of the Israeli bombings in recent days. Now, Hezbollah, on the other hand, has fired some rockets towards Safed and other western parts of Galilee close to the border with Lebanon. The war rages on, even as Israel and Lebanon are holding fresh round of direct talks in Washington. Lebanon, whose government is committed to disarming Hezbollah, has demanded for a halt on the Israeli bombing and full-scale Israeli withdrawal from all Lebanese territory. Israel accuses Beirut of failing to disarm Hezbollah and has demanded that Hezbollah should give up its weapons. Hezbollah, however, has rejected the talks and has said that the Israelis must first pull out of Lebanese territory. Earlier, Trump had said that he had spoken to the Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu and had a very good call through unnamed representatives with Hezbollah. In a post on his Truth Social network, Trump claimed that the Iran-backed group had agreed on all shooting will stop, while Netanyahu had agreed to call off the military raid on Beirut. However, a report in an American news outlet, Axios, has said that Trump called the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu crazy and has accused him of putting the Iran talks at risk. Sources cited in the report said that Trump, while expressing his immense frustration over what he perceived as a disproportionate military response to Hezbollah's attack, and said that everyone now hates you and hates Israel now. Trump's comments have come after Iran's news agency Tasnim reported that Tehran had suspended dialogue with mediators in protest of Israel's expanding offensive in Lebanon against Hezbollah. But 2 hours later, Netanyahu in fact issued a statement that appeared to directly contradict the US president's version of the events. And according to the Israeli Prime Minister, Trump told him that Israel will strike Beirut if Hezbollah does not stop attacking. Now, the Israeli Defense Minister Israel Katz claimed that the US backing for striking the Lebanese capital is very real.
This principle was also made clear to the US administration, even before the move was made, that we would not accept firing on Israeli towns and would act accordingly. And this was also the case in Prime Minister Netanyahu's conversation yesterday with the US president. The Americans endorsed this principle, which is a change from what was before, and conveyed it to the Lebanese government and all parties concerned. The Israeli towns opposite Beirut, if it's not quiet here, it will not be quiet there.
Now, the Israeli forces crossed the Litani River last week for the first time since the 2006 war. The IDF has issued multiple displacement orders as it has pushed deeper and deeper into the Lebanese territory. It has displaced more than 1 million Lebanese people from their homes. And the Israelis have also, interestingly, now occupied the Crusader-era Beaufort Castle again. For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.